Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris, and let's talk about this Tom and Jerry movie coming out next year. It's being reported that the live-action Tom and Jerry movie is going into production this summer in England. I don't know about you, but I have a soft spot for this cat and mouse cartoon. I remember even as a youngling going into Blockbuster, and one of my favorite things to do was just grabbing different seasons of Tom and Jerry, taking them home, and just binging them. And you can bet if they were on TV, I was sitting there watching them. I love the dynamic between them. I enjoyed the show a lot. And if Hollywood wants to go ahead and make a live-action version of this and kind of ruin my childhood, I'm going to be allowed to talk about it. But giving you more details about this project that we have so far, this will be based off the cartoon version of Tom and Jerry. It is going to be a live action / CGI hybrid movie. That means it'll be set in the real world with real actors and people, but Tom and Jerry themselves will be CGI characters. It's also said since in the cartoon version of Tom and Jerry, they don't really talk much, mostly just screaming and yelling, that they actually won't have any voice casting, which that actually makes me pretty happy, because if they gave Tom and Jerry a voice and they were talking throughout the movie, would have felt weird. So it'll mostly be dependent on physical comedy and their movements to keep the story going. And we do actually have a plot synopsis for this movie. Now I just want to warn you, you've heard of trailers that give you the whole movie in the trailer. I'm going to say this plot synopsis gives you the whole movie in this plot synopsis. It doesn't give away everything, but I mean, basically gives you the entire structure of the movie. The plot synopsis that we have here is Jerry the Mouse lives within the walls of a large New England country home where he befriends the longtime owners, a loving elderly couple. Their unique comedic friendship comes to an end after the elderly couple passes on and their house is put up for sale. When a young family moves in, Jerry's determined to scare them away from taking over his house. The family quickly adopts a stray cat named Tom to help rid them of their pest problem in an epic battle for the house. Tom and Jerry soon discover their growing adoration for the family and must work together to protect them from an outside threat. Through their teamwork, they both learn the ultimate value of family and friendship. Basically gives you the entire gist of the movie, and that doesn't sound half bad. It sounds kind of emotional, sounds kind of fun, and it sounds very in line with the Tom and Jerry characters. I mean, the Tom and Jerry cartoon was never really following a plot. It wasn't like a season where, oh, Jerry has cancer this season and Tom has to help him. No, it was basically like every other episode was a whole new story, a whole new set, a whole new family, and this is actually the basic setup. It's always Tom is the cat of a family and he's put on the case to hunt down Jerry. I think the movie would probably open with a Pixar-esque Up, with Jerry falling in love with this older elderly couple, and then they die and he's all alone and has to protect the house from these new people and this cat. But we all know these guys are frenemies, so they have to become friends, I guess, and they spoil that in the plot synopsis, and I guess they're going to be fighting a bigger threat. The question is, what? As far as the threat goes, I can't really think of what that might be. Burglars? I don't know. Home Alone meets Tom and Jerry. It does go with slapstick and people getting hurt. One thing for sure that's going to be interesting is they're definitely going to downplay what Tom and Jerry do, because in most recent years, the cartoon has faced some backlash, and it's difficult to get it on the air today with programs like Boomerang where they show classic cartoons, because Tom and Jerry didn't always do some kid-friendly things. They smoked, they were sexist, and Tom and Jerry hurt themselves in pretty violent ways that I'm sure parents wouldn't want their little snowflakes exposed to. So as for now, I'll say, you know what? I'm gonna give it a chance. I like Tom and Jerry. This sounds good enough. I'm interested to see it. I just want to know what they're gonna look like. Are they gonna go with a Rocket Raccoon look where it'll be a realistic cat and a realistic mouse? Or could they give us something like the Smurfs where it's very in line with how they look and it's not very a realistic version, but it's a familiar version based off the cartoon? Or worse, are they gonna give them muscles and make them look like Sonic? Either way, let me know your guys' thoughts. Are you interested to see a Tom and Jerry movie? Even if you don't have kids, is this nostalgic enough for you to be interested in it? Are you a fan of the cartoon, or could you care less about this? Everything and anything, let me know down below. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.